Welcome to Rhinos and Aliens.
When you said survival of the fittest, right? And then you said compassionate, and then you said soft. I think we're not. I don't think we're. I think we've been taken out of our nature of strength. I think the only time that we even go down that route as far as men is when we either go into the army or go into the military to go do one of those things. But in all honesty, I don't think we're actually raised on a real level. Actually, the men in this country are raised on a real level of strength because we're not in an environment where we have to basically do all the natural manly things that we would normally do. We're in an environment nowadays where most men, as time goes on, like we're getting more and more away from using our hands to like do work and build things and stuff like that.
I'm fucking a nigga who couldn't even mount my TV.
You see,
that hurt my heart.
You see,
but if we're being technical, TVs aren't natural.
That's not what I mean. What I mean, that's not. What she said. Yeah, what I mean is a man doing manly things. You know.
Wait, your man can't mount on TV?
She's saying the least your ass should be able to do is at least mount a fucking TV.
Yeah,
Who can't mount on TV?
Exactly.
Follow instructions.
Don't they come in the box?
I'm glad that you understand what I'm saying with me using a regular, up to date metaphor. But I'm saying what he's saying is
I thought you were being literal.
To be more. I am. Unfortunately,
yeah, she was literal.
I mean, my walls are not the walls that you could just mount the TV up on. You would have to find a beam and all that shit. But even still,
that's how it works.
That's normal.
Oh yeah, the man fucking TV, and that took me. Like I want to be able to ask you to do shit for men don't.
Who doesn't know that?
You shouldn't have to ask. You should just be. There's just
for some paintings you need a fucking
You should just be able to.
He's stupid.
My point is, there are a lot of things men can't do. He is very fucking stupid.
He's a little on the slow side.
It's a lot of things that men used to do that I feel like would be nice that they still do. A lot of ways that they carry themselves with their families, and I don't know.
Another example, a lot of guys don't really know how to change a tire.
I feel like men lost a lot of masculinity, and I feel like females think that sometimes we think we're niggas, and we just sometimes absorb that, from them or.
Well, to go with the tire thing though,
especially when women make men feel less than a man. That's when I think we really have too much fucking masculinity, and then men aren't the way they used to be.
Because females ain't shit.
Men aren't what they were in the 50s.
Definitely not.
Women wanted more freedom. Right? We wanted more. We wanted to work. We wanted to do shit.
They running them off.
And now it's a lot of shit men can't do that they don't even care to do anymore. And it just becomes, it's a subconscious thing.
But for example, the whole tire thing, I don't think that's, if a man really wanted to, he could, but because of the way society is set up.
That's what they're saying.
No, but that's different from what I'm saying. We've become soft in terms of we're letting shit go by that we shouldn't. Why is it acceptable to be unhealthy? It's not that I'm fat shaming you. It's that I'm healthy shaming you. Like, how are you going to try to preach to me about giving everybody the best aspect of life when you're consistently eating unhealthy foods?
That could potentially kill you.
Like for the example, when Democrats want to preach me about all these lives matter and all this bullshit, really? So why are you supporting cigarette companies? I just want consistency. Is that so hard?
Yeah. For these motherfuckers.
Well, maybe it might be hard for women because women are naturally more emotional roller coasters. But what about men? They don't have an excuse. Where's your consistency?
We're niggas.
Wait, how do you men feel about emotional men?
Not gonna lie, I personally don't care, but
most men will say they're pussies.
Yeah, or gay.
They're cunts.
How I'm not asking how most men would perceive emotional men. I'm asking how you three men perceive emotional men. Oh, I'm so sorry.
All right. That's the second time.
Can you describe when you say?
It depends on how you express that emotion around men. Like, say, if you are around men, right, and you're around me for instance, and you expressed an emotion like you lashed out in an emotion, you was like, yo, y'all motherfuckers is soft, this, that, and the third. I'm ready to do this, that, and the third, yada, 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 yada. All right, well, he's boisterous. He's boasting. He's, you know what I'm saying? He's popping off. He's ready to go. You know what I'm saying?
Maybe I should give an example.
No. He's ready to go. And so this individual right here, I'm not going to look at him as like a whiny punk ass, bitch ass male on the crew.
I thought you were
Whereas you can have another guy who's emotional and he's saying something like, we getting ready to go do something. He's just like, I really don't know about that, guys, or something like that. You got those guys who we're going to look at as weak. Then you have guys that talk about females, and you got certain guys who you can just see them constantly. They're just like under their girl's thumb, and they're just constantly, you know what I'm saying? They're always just like doing what their girls say, or, you know what I'm saying, listening to what their girl do, or, you know, every time something goes on, it's like they're with their girl or something like that. Then you got your other homeboy who he knows, you know what I'm saying, how to handle his female on a certain level and do it on a respectful level and do it emotionally. But, you know what I'm saying, he's not a fucking punk. So we respect him.
No, there are different.
There's just different levels to the way we express emotion.
I get that there's different levels to express emotion, but I'm referring to a person who's just emotional in general. You know when someone's emotional because of how they speak, they talk, or whatever. Your initial reaction of an emotional male. That's all I want to know. Like when you first meet a man and you can tell that he's passionate and emotional, whether it's because he's talking about work, school, doing some shit, or his bitch, what's your reaction?
But X, to be fair, there are different levels of...
What is he passionate about? Because it's going to tell us whether or not, you know what I'm saying?
Like, is he emotional because he's passionate, or is he emotional because he acts like a woman? In terms of, he has so many hormonal swings on average. When I say women, I'm just generalizing here. I think it matters. If I would say I'm an emotional person, but I show emotion differently. I show emotion with anger. I show emotion with passion. If we're talking about that, if we're talking about somebody who's passionate and who puts effort into shit.
And then you have certain supervisors, when they express themselves, they come off as like a little bitch. You know, certain supervisors that come off as, you know what I'm saying? Remember? Every single time. He was consistent.
Insider.
Yeah, all the time.
If you want to subscribe, just hit this bad boy up here, that big fat rhino. If you want the newest video, to the right. If you want the recommended, to the left. And then, of course, our personal dick pic. Yep, right below. So thank you for joining us once again, and we hope to see you next week. So peace out.
Peace.